Okay, so this is again just for our team, our special little group. We've got 14 people in here on this call, but there's probably about 40 or 50 of us on this in this group. So the other guys could listen to the recording or whatever, and that's great. So we can do Q&A. We're going to do a lot of stuff in here, and we'll post it. Again, let's keep this offline. Okay, this is just a lot of information for our team and some strategies and stuff like that. So obviously, a couple of things. I get so many questions, and I'm hoping that I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody real quick. Get some noise. I'm hoping that we get the links out here in the next hour or so. I'm just patiently waiting, just like anybody else. So as you can see, I'm home right now, so I'm not in the office doing the programming and all that stuff. So I'm just waiting and waiting. So hopefully this comes out. But in the meantime, let's talk about this. So I get so many questions when it comes to what's the best way to approach the people to sell this card. What are some of the systems you're using? What are some of the steps you're taking, approaches, and stuff like that? So it's really simple to me. So we've got these gentlemen, and we can use them for credibility. Time somebody looks at the rev card, they look at this stuff and they say, hey, is this real? Is it not? I would actually send people Trent's bio. I send him Kevin's bio. I like Richard Smith and other people behind this project as well. And I just ask them a simple question: would these gentlemen be involved in something that's not legitimate or real? I highly, highly doubt it, because they're all reputable people, and so they've all been very successful in their own right, and each have their own niche and experience that they're bringing to this. So let's get into this. So since we know that we're going to wait quite a few months for the card to go live, that's totally fine. I'm actually excited about that, mainly because number one, it's easier to get a charter member now than it will be once the card goes live. So the fact that people can just pay $35 or $38 if they use a credit card option, $38 a month, what is that getting us? So before I even get into that, this is what I'm doing. I want to make sure that this team is so freaking good at closing and so good at, if you spend a penny on marketing, are you doing it right? Anything you do, I want to help this team grow as fast as humanly possible. So millennials, obviously, millennials are going to go nuts over the card. But even before we get into millennials, remember, we're doing discount couponing first. We've got this discount app, and I'll go through what that app is and what it means and stuff like that. But one thing, whether you're a millennial nowadays or you're an older person, things are so easy to get to, right? Information is right at our fingertips. So when we message people, when we do, for example, our team calls, so I've listened in on a lot of calls. Half the time people don't even know I'm listening to their calls, but I'm in there because when people post, hey, I've got a call tonight, I'll actually mute myself and listen sometimes. And sometimes I chime in, sometimes I don't, or whatever. But I like to hear different approaches, because it teaches me stuff, and also it also gives me the ability to coach the team up if I need to. I feel like I should at times. And so don't be surprised if you see me popping into some of your calls every once in a while. And it's not that I'm critiquing so much as I'm just trying to, again, I want best practices to make sure that this team's growing. So I've listened to a lot of calls, and one thing I've noticed with some of them, it takes a long time to build up. Not all of them, but some of them, it just builds up and builds up, and talking about backgrounds and this for sometimes 10, 15, 20 minutes before they even get into the message, the key of what this is. That's too long. People, you will not hold their attention that long. And so I always tell people, just really stop dragging the message out and get right into it. Don't use that old school approach. Nobody cares what car you drive. Nobody cares what house you live in. Nobody cares about this stuff. In fact, our network, we are celebrating about how much money we save people. Okay, that's where we're trying to kind of create that culture and said, hey, it doesn't matter if I made 50 grand last month or 100,000 or whatever. What did I save? Because the smaller guy The majority of people, you got to think about just the pure numbers, okay? 1 out of every 100 people in the world, well, in America, I don't know how it is around the world, but here in America, 1 out of 100 people make ridiculous income, okay? Maybe only about 5% of the people make over 6 figures a year. So some people don't think big, or they're almost afraid to. Okay, so you don't want to overwhelm them. You don't want to, you got to realize when you're talking to people, know who you're talking to. People can understand, I pay $38 and I can save more than $38. That's understandable to a rich person, to a middle class person, and to others. Okay, they get that's understandable. They can grasp that. So let's not get away from that messaging. Okay, I think that's very important. We don't talk about it enough. Get right into it. This is what we have. This is what it means for you. This is how you can benefit. But benefit on the savings first, the commission second. Does that make sense? Savings first, commission. If you go out and you start throwing up on people who say, hey, you can make X amount of dollars, they don't believe you anyway. They're going to say, yeah, whatever. I've heard this a million times. Oh, it's just another scheme. It's just blah, blah, blah. That's what they're hearing. Okay, but say, hey, wait till you get this coupon in your hands, this coupon, this app, and you start using it. Everyone on this call should use that app as much as possible. Every time you go shopping, zing, 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 just click whatever, scan it, whatever it is. Okay, I don't know everything the app has on it. I do know some of the stuff on there, and I'll kind of explain what I do know, but it's really cool. So when you watch the video, one thing I've trained my mind to do is I will see one thing and I can just hone in on it quickly. Watch the corporate video. In it, it says, and this is a quote from that video, no need to search for coupon codes or shop for deals. RevCard recognizes where you're at and shares relevant offers. That's not just RevCard. It's also the app, the discount app. So what does that mean? Well, you don't have to go clip coupons in the Sunday paper anymore. You don't have to sit there and shop for all these couponing deals. When you're approaching people with this, the average day person, okay, people love to save money. I live in Utah, and anybody on this call, you can all basically attest to this. People here in Utah, we're cheap. We're a bunch of cheap people. I almost didn't say people. We're a bunch of cheapskates. Okay, we're constantly shopping for the best deal. Well, so-and-so can do it for this. So-and-so said I can do it. It happens all the time, okay? That's what this is. We're offering people a way to save money. And so I'm going to tell you this story. This actually happened just the other day. My business partner, Larry, he called me just laughing. So what's so funny? He said, I sold a charter member. I said, who'd you sell? He said, my gardener. I'm like, really? I said, what'd you say? And he said, well, I just talked about the discount card. I said, you know what this thing does? Is it's tying into the databases of these places. And if there's any relevant coupons or offers, you put the groceries in your cart, or you go buy the t-shirts, or you go to JCPenney, go to Walmart, or whatever, all these places that are in this merchant network, and you basically zap this card, or scan the QR code, it'll just give you a discount on all of those relevant offers. You don't even need the coupons anymore. He's like, that is crazy. And this is what's funny. This is what the guy asked him. He's like, well, it's an app? He said, yeah. Well, then he actually brought it up. He's like, well, is there a monthly fee for that? I mean, what do they charge? And it's like, yeah, there's a monthly fee. It's like, how much is it? $35. It's like, that's it? $35? That's it. You know how much money people save couponing, Larry? It's like, yeah, a lot. That was a conversation. Now he has a charter member. That's it. That was the entire conversation, guys. Okay, this is not hard. This is not rocket science. Let's not make it like that. Lead with that card. Once we have that app and we can show people our savings, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up on our Facebook page, I'm going to set up a post. And it's just going to say, if you save $35 or more, post your testimonial here. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do with that here in just a little bit. I'm not going to get into it yet. Here's what's amazing about this. Do you think there's a market for what we're doing? I just went into YouTube just yesterday and I typed in couponing. That's it. Hundreds of things came up. Couponing this, couponing that, couponing that. I watched a stinking TV show, Extreme Couponers, right here. I almost thought about showing the video clip. A guy went in, he rang up $6,500 of groceries. And guess how much he paid? $0 and 0 cents, because he had a gazillion coupons. Now, obviously, he spent hours and, had this coupon on this one and this one and this one. The card's not going to be free. You're not going to walk out and it's going to be free. But you very well could walk into a store and put $80 of items into your basket, walk out paying $50, $60, $40, $30, $50. Who knows? Whatever applies. I know a little bit about the app, not much, but I'm assuming, this is an assumption, that you'll probably be able to type in the name of the store and you'll see if it's on the list. People ask me all the time, will you send me a list of the merchants? I said, sure. You go grab a pen and pencil. We'll take the next 5 minutes and I will rip off all million names and you just write them down. It's just not going to happen. There's a lot. They're mostly your franchises, your big box stores, your big chain stores, all over the world. Okay, there's going to be savings all over the place. And as Richard was mentioning, what he mentioned is his web seminar or whatever, the meeting they did last week. They want tens of millions. I mean, they're not happy with 300,000. In fact, that list is way over 300,000 now and growing. Okay, they're constantly they're tying into these databases of these places. And again, go back to this: all relevant offers and coupons and everything will ring up. So you'll save money instantly, just like that. So ask yourself, people all the time, I even heard a question, somebody asked it last night after a presentation. Well, what if I don't get my 3? Will I still lose money? I'm like, well, if you're using the product, you shouldn't be losing money, because you got to learn to think differently. You're purchasing a product for that $35 a month. You're offering somebody to purchase a very good product. If that product pays them back more than they're putting out, that's a good product. In fact, I will go as far as to say you cannot have a sustainable business without a product that can work as a standalone. Take the matrix out, take the team build out, take the commission completely out. If you do not have a product that can survive as a standalone, you do not have a company. Period. You don't have a business. People are recognizing this. Use your product as much as you can. Jot down your savings. Show people how much money you're saving, and then you tell me how hard it is to get 10 in the pen, 20, 30, 40, 50 in the pen. You teach your team how to do this exact same thing, and then they'll even forget about that card coming out later on. That card is cherry on top. Okay, that card's later down the road. Right now, we've got this product. This is what we have. There will be more products and services rolling out prior to the card. A lot of discount, a lot of ways to save money. I can't get into what those are right now. I don't even know what they all are right now. I heard things, whispers here and there, but I don't know all of them, and that's fine. I'm just going to talk about what we do know. Teach your teams everything about this business, frontwards, backwards. But now, what I'm going to say here, hopefully this makes sense. We want them to learn everything. We want to learn how the matrix works. We want to learn all this and this. But if they can't learn this first and capture that, then this right here is irrelevant. Okay? If they don't know how to approach people with this, it doesn't matter how well they know the matrix. They can know the matrix inside out, frontwards, and backwards, but if they cannot lead with the product, they can't show people the value of what we're offering them, nothing else even matters. Right? You just throw that knowledge out the window. It doesn't matter. People look at you and say, oh, this is just one of those schemes. Did Larry mention the matrix when he sold his gardener? No. Is he signing up for a monthly subscription? Yes, he is. Perfect. Okay, that's what we want to do. Keep it simple. I'll tell you about the marketing. Now, obviously, I don't really want to spend a lot of time on this. We all, I've harped on this many, many times, real versus real hard. We don't have the auto ship. I don't tell people we're not an MLM. I tell people we're not a typical MLM. Because we know that when they do ask, because depend on how you lead, When you get really good, you'll never even have to mention the matrix. Sell them on the product first, get them using the product, and then say, oh, by the way, you can make a commission on this as well. Just an FYI. After they already love the idea of the product. That's the best way to approach anybody. But if you're talking about the MLM side, here's the differences, right? Real versus real hard. Real hard is an overpriced product that you have to auto ship every month. That's hard. That's tough. We've all been there. We've all done that. And it sucks. It's really hard. Now, some of us have made money doing that, and hats off to you. But it's not easy and it's not sustainable. That's a problem. This is sustainable because your product acts as it can act alone. Again, they save more than they pay. They'll continue to pay. Retention, which is the biggest killer in networking, gone. Okay, learn to lead with the product. Use it. Use it. Get your own testimonial and share it, right? So discount app that links directly into a company's coupon and sales database. You realize how powerful that is? That by itself, when I told my friend that, his eyes lit up. I had a conversation a couple days ago with a good friend of mine, and he's like, you've got to be kidding me. He's like, you mean so anything in the store that has a coupon is in here? And I said, yep. He's like, wow, that's crazy. So, and I know a natural question is, will we be able to search for which items and which stores and stuff? I don't know. I don't know all that yet. I believe we will be able to type in the name of the store, and it'll say if it's one of our merchants or not. I'm sure that'll be in there. There'll be the back office. You got to remember, there's an app, there's a discount rewards, there's all of that stuff. That's what, and a lot of people ask me this, well, is this like Ebates, or is this like this or that? First of all, I'm not an expert on all of them, but what I do know is we're tying into that database, and where all relevant offers go back again. I'm going to repeat this until we get it in our heads. No need to search for coupon codes or shop for details or deals. RevCard or our app recognizes where you're at and shares relevant offers. It's done for you. So it's not where some places failed in the past. There's just a certain like, oh, you can save a little bit here, you got to save a little bit here. We're growing a huge network of merchants. It's growing all the time. Okay, the more we save, Richard's dream is to help everybody save money, and then the commission is a cream on top. That is exactly what we should be selling. That's what we should be sharing with people. Now, the force matrix, in case anybody has any questions or anyone listening to it, or if your teams, take this information back to your teams, it's completely fine. Okay, force matrix 3x10. First person you sign up goes to your far left. Second person goes to your middle. Third person goes to your far right. Then after that, and Cindy posted something on our page. It's awesome. That really explained it. I kind of trained her on the matrix this morning. Every third person will fall in one of your three teams. So your fourth person goes under the person on your far right. Fifth goes person under in the middle. Sixth goes to your far left. Seventh goes to your far left. Eighth goes in the middle. Ninth goes to your far right. 10th goes to your right, team on the right. 11th goes to your team in the middle. 12th goes to your team on the left. So every third person falls into one of your three teams, one of your three legs, to keep it balanced. That's what an autofill force matrix. That's why it's set up that way. It keeps it balanced, and it helps you make more money. That way you don't have as many runaway legs, and you can capture all those people. Now, obviously, if somebody below you is using his or her link, then it's going to grow that way. But on your link or any spillover from above, it's 1, 1, and 1. Every third person, one out of every three people will fall into one of your three legs. Okay, and that's a good thing because again, it keeps you balanced. And if we're getting paid down 10 levels, that's what we want, right? Now, obviously, there's dynamic compression, and that's how this works. Also on the matrix, just to make sure everybody's clear on this, there's 10 tiers to unlock. You unlock one tier, the 3 people across, you get paid on those 3 people. You unlock 2 tiers, you get paid on those 3 people plus the next additional 9. Unlock 3, then you get paid on 3, 9, 27, all the way down. Here's the mind-blowing part. This is where your head hurts. Dynamic compression. Someone asked me this morning, well, what can I max out pay-wise? And I said, I have no idea. Like, John, you're supposed to know this. I said, no, I know it, which is why I have no idea. I said, try to do the math on this, guys. Say I go down to 3 tiers. So I've got 27 people across. There's 27 lines now going. The next line now, there's 81 lines. There's 243 lines. If you don't have 10 members down that one line on those 27 lines, 10 that all have 10, you will be paid deeper than 10 levels. Okay, if you don't have all 10 levels, 10 people underneath that exact line down 80, that where it goes 81 wide, you know, you will be paid on more than 10 levels if you get your 10 members, right? Here's the beauty of it. Will you get all your members this month? I don't know. Will you get your members after you use a product and prove you can save? You better. I was saying you should be able to. And even your weaker members, and I don't like to use the term weaker, your less experienced members or whatever, people without the big networks, they'll be able to do it if we can teach this concept all the way down line. Then we should have, whether you have a fancy system or whatever, you should be able to approach. Your approach is you've got to perfect that approach, plug that into your systems, use it word of mouth, whatever. You do that correctly, and I'm telling you, you're going to have a lot more success. But that's how that works. Who are we reaching out to? Well, right now, we thought, oh, millennials with card, but now with the discount coupons, it's anybody. Everybody likes to save money. So that's old, young, middle-aged, everything, Everybody likes to save money. So focus on that discount side. I'm kind of just going to go through this one pretty quick. You guys, most of you already know this. There's a customer charter member. Customers, we don't worry about customers yet, right? We don't worry about customers till the card's available. The customers, there's a separate matrix. So when that does become available, let's build out our charter members, and then we can build out a second customer matrix. It's like a ghost matrix. That also pays up to your upline 10 levels. And pays you every time you sign up a customer, you get $25, $25, and you get 10 basis points on their swipes, which is 1/10, 1% every time they use their card. So it's about maybe on average $3 to $5 a month per customer, plus the $25 a pop. How easy is it going to be to show a video of the card and say, click on the video and just say, oh, purchase this card. Boom, your customer. You're not asking them to join a team. You're not asking them to come into a matrix. That's going to be simple, guys. But how easy is it going to be to retail the app? We haven't talked about that a lot. We're talking about charter members, but let's talk about retailing the app, and I'll get into that here in a minute. So throwing up on friends and family, all this kind of stuff like that, market without a plan. What I always warn people to do, or warn people against, is when you go on Facebook and stuff, there's different types of medias, and there's different places where, we always hear our parents say, hey, right place, wrong time, or wrong place, and at the wrong time, and da-da-da. There's certain, like, when I go to my Facebook, people have asked me, how many Facebook ads have you placed? 0. I haven't placed any yet. Why? Because I'm waiting to get the product in my hand. Now, I will have deep level conversations with certain individuals if I know they're big marketers and they're looking for the network marketing aspect. But I'm not going to reach out to my just regular friends and family until I have a product in my hands and I can show them, hey, I'm saving X amount of dollars and you should check this out. So on Facebook, my first ad won't happen until after I've used my discount app for maybe at least a few weeks, maybe a month. And I want to write down all the money I saved. Then I'll say, oh my gosh, guys, you got to check this out. Wow, this is crazy. I just bought this app. I've been using it for a month and I saved $125. I spent $35. Or I just saved $200. Cost me $35. I saved $220. Cost me $35. You guys got to check this out. Okay? That's a lot more effective than saying, hey, you want to join my team? Come check this out. I need 10 leaders, right? Which one is going to have a higher conversion? The first one, of course, is going to have more. You've proven it works. You can tell people, if the faster you can say you can save more than you spend, and they get that in their heads, all those other things can go away. And then that's when you can talk about retention and all that. And then tell them, oh, by the way, with this app, you can also earn a commission on it. Just by the way, that should be an afterthought. That's an upsell. Whenever I grew up in sales my entire life, we'd always say, okay, sell them this and then upsell them that, and then upsell them this, upsell them that. Sell them the app, then upsell them the comp plan. If you do it that way, it's a lot easier than selling them the comp plan and then the app. That's a lot tougher road. That's the road I don't recommend doing, especially if you're reaching out to the masses. Now, many of you guys that are on here are monster leaders and builders, and that's great. If you've got those relationships that you can lead with the business, go for it. But again, your people are smart. They're going to know, well, if you don't have a strong product, then it's not going to be sustainable. Okay? And that's why we're all here today, is we know we have that strong product. So knowing we've got a strong product and knowing what we want to do, and we want to share this with our teams, and I'm going to do a call tonight, but this is why I don't want you to share it with your teams. Because what I'm going to offer this team is a little unique, and I'm not going to offer this to everybody because it'd be impossible. Okay. I'm going to do a lot of marketing once the checks start coming in here in a couple of weeks. Hopefully, I'll get the email any second, any minute with my link. Everybody on my spreadsheet will get an email with their link. If you reach out to me after the spreadsheet was turned in several days ago, then I'll just get you my link or whatever. I'll get it to you as soon as possible, get you positioned, and we'll get going. But I'm going to run a lot of SEO. I'm going to run a lot of social media. I'm going to run everything you could possibly think of. Okay, I am a big advertiser. Network marketing is not my first love. Marketing in general is my first love. Absolutely love it, and I'm really good at it. Okay, and I'm not saying that to boast. I'm just saying I've been doing it a long time. Let's put it that way. I've trained companies how to do it. I've trained salespeople. I've written sales manuals. I've done the whole 9 yards. Marketing is something it's just my niche. Okay, it's my thing. Okay, I can tell you this. With what I'm doing here, as I earn money, I'm taking 25% of everything I earn in this. Everything I earn, whether it's my wife's position, my position, or the position I got with my business partner, 25% will be reinvested back into marketing, but a certain way. I'm never going to go below 10%. Okay, I'm preaching this to my team like crazy, because if they do the same thing, they can be really good at this, and they can build massive teams if the approach is correct. Okay, so anyway, this is what I'm basically going to do. I have a choice. I can go here and I can click on this link or this one or this one. Okay, this link right here, social media, is one of the top social media guys out there. He's made a fortune on social media marketing. You can watch it, I don't know, it's 30 minutes to an hour or whatever. I watched probably a little over half of it. Thought it was really good. He's got a lot of good tips on how to market on social media. This is how to set up a blog, YouTube channel. Go into YouTube. This will actually show you how to rank on YouTube. Get your video. And what's cool is we're going to have the videos. We're going to have product videos. We're going to have MLM videos and all that. Again, you can test and do everything you want with these videos, but I'm not doing any of this stuff. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm going straight to the pros. Now, I'm not discouraging people. If you guys have funnel systems and you have blogs and you have YouTube channels and social medias and it's working, by all means, continue to do it. Always, always do it. But eventually, you want to go on to autopilot, right? You want to be able to just work this business. So check out my steps here. I start 10 in the pen. Okay, I'm using the product. I get my 10 people interested. I train them. I help them develop. I get my customer base. Now, customer base will come after the card ships. I reinvest, and then I either start social media funnel systems, because I can get a funnel system, and there'll be a lot. And if you guys have recommendations of good funnel systems you like, by all means, post them on this page. We're all on the same team. You know, there's 7.5 billion people in this world, so we can all get our 88,067 people, no problem. Okay, but go ahead and share them and what's working for you and stuff like that. That's what teams do. But I'm going straight to hiring the pros because I'll have a big enough marketing budget to do that. The goal is for everybody to get to that point. You don't have to rush and get there on day one. I don't want people to think they have to throw tons of money at this right from the get-go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire the pros. Instead of learning how to do all this, I mean, I already know how to do quite a bit of this, but I don't want to spend all the time and stuff. I just want to hire the guys and say, you know what, put me number one on Google, and I want you to run this, I want you to run that, and I want you to say this and this and that, and I just want you to flood the country with this, and bring as many people as you can. My goal is simple. It's small. I want at least 1 million charter members. That's it, just 1 million, not 10. And so I'm going to work and get as many as I can because that'll create a lot of spillover and help flood the team, and I'm going to work really hard to do that. So funnel systems to me are immediate. Word of mouth is basic and it's good because with this product, it's powerful. Funnel systems are intermediate. And let me tell you the difference. If I'm running the funnel system, what do funnel systems do? They capture information, right? You have a capture page. Put in your name and email address and this and that and your dog's first name and all that kind of stuff, and we will send you information. Well, a lot of people don't like to give you their email address. So funnel systems will never have the same conversion rate as actual marketing. Just I see, I like, I buy. I don't have to leave you any of my information yet. Okay, that's always going to have better conversions, but funnel systems do still work. So I'm not saying don't use them. Okay, if you're doing well with them, keep them, but get from immediate to go to advanced. Okay, so these are the questions I have for you guys. When you buy something, do you buy from places who capture your emails more often than you buy from places who do not? Okay, obviously you're going to buy from places who don't more often. It's all about conversions. If I'm spending money and I'm marketing and I'm trying to capture a lot of people, I want 20-30% of the people to sign up, not 2 to 3% of the people sign up, right? I get more bang for my buck, and and then I'll have a bigger, healthier marketing budget, and then I can do more and more and more, and I can grow it into a monster-sized business just by leading with the product. Okay, you want to purchase something with or without committing to join a team or sign a contract. Obviously, for the main, we're not thinking network marketers here, right? We are network marketers. We're thinking the masses, the other 99% of the people who don't think like we do. They think in different ways. Okay, they're not thinking. It's hard to find a huge builder. They don't grow on trees, guys, because most people don't think that way. Okay, or they don't have the network or they don't have the experience. But if they like something they want to buy, they're going to buy it. They're impulse buyers. And if they find something and they save money on it, they're going to share it. So lead with the product, get them to love the product, then from there, we have them promote the product, right? Do you purchase items more often when they have less steps to the point of purchase or more? So if I'm going through this funnel system, I got to click here, I got to click here, read this, read that. It'd be easier for me to see a video and say, oh, check this out, for become, I mean, this is what I thought about doing at first. I'm like, okay, if I'm going to sell them, I'm really going to go top heavy on the product. So I'm going to hire the pros. I'm going to say this. All right. I'm going to say, all right, guys, this is what I want you to do. I want to take the testimonials that I'm going to have for my Facebook page. I'm going to take I promise you, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with these. Take the testimonials. I'm going to take them over to Fusion 360, who's my marketing company. I'll say, all right, guys, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take these testimonials. Sally in California is saving X amount per month. I won't use last names, just first names. Fred in El Paso saved X amount. Here's our average savings. Check out this great discount app today. Order yours today, only $38 a month. There you go. There you go. Okay, they go in there, they get to click on the link. Now, if you do that, your conversions, think about how many more people will trust that as opposed to, hey, I got to sign up for this team, I got to do this, learn the comp plan, They get their app, they have it, they're using it, and guess what? They're going to get dripped on from corporate. And if you set up their marketing correctly, they're going to get dripped on from you. And it's going to say, all right, go ahead. Here you go, here you go, here you go. They sign up, they become a charter member, they're paying a monthly subscription fee because they're buying this product that they really like. If they use a product, they'll keep paying that fee, just like you will. Then you drip on them and say, okay, here we go, here we go. You know, by the way, you can make money on this by sharing it with other people. There's commission you can be made. What did I just do? Commission is what? The afterthought. The product is a standalone. Got them on the product. Commission is the afterthought. That's the way you should build to have to maximize the effectiveness of the build. This right here, a short video. If you guys do 4 or 5 minutes, I think this is a really good video. This gentleman here, I searched a lot of videos on YouTube, and in fact, yeah, I don't need to play the video because I don't want to go through the whole 4 or 5 minutes. But he is a certified expert in Google, and so. But look at below his photo. Discount shopping, couponing, discount coupons, save money shopping, sales, work from home, network marketing, earn online, rev card. The list goes on and on. Those are keywords. So when you hire a professional company or you do it on YouTube, you go back to this link on YouTube and you say, all right, check this out and learn how to rank on YouTube. Learn how to rank your videos. Learn how to run what they call search engine optimization. You can have the coolest ad in the world, but if nobody sees it, it doesn't do you any good. And you use these keywords. When you go to the pros, they'll show you, okay, this means anybody in that area that types in discount shopping, guess whose ad pulls up #1 on Google? Yours. Couponing, yours. Discount coupons, yours. Save money shopping, yours. Sales, yours. Work from home, yours. Network marketing. Now, the work from home and network marketing, those ads will be a little bit different, right? You're still going to lead with the product. Always, always, always lead with the product. But you can also kind of get a little more into the pay plan a little bit here as well. But make sure in all your marketing that you make it crystal clear that this product is strong enough to pay your monthly fee. And focus on retention. If you're going after the network marketing side, focus on retention, okay? Don't let that not, be told or said or whatever, because that's the first thing in their mind. Oh, I've seen this before. No, you haven't, okay? And then you can even put on there what makes us different than this or that, but don't kill them too much. Still make it simple, make it easy, okay? But you can run these keywords. How cool would it be to rank in your area, in your state, in your city, in your region, and you're on #1 on Google for all of these terms? And what they'll do is they'll run analytics and they'll tell you, hey, when I type in this word, 20,000 people a day are typing this word in, or 20,000 a week, or whatever. They'll tell you exactly how many people are searching in that word, in that zip code, in that city, in that state, and they'll say, all right, this is how much it's going to cost you to rank you from here to here. And what they'll do too, and this is why I say be wise and smart with your spending. They'll tell you, ask them this question: which words can I rank faster? Meaning, where's the least amount of competition? Because if I've got this word, say discount shopping and couponing, which one am I going to get to page 1 first? Well, let's really focus on discount shopping. And what you want to do is you want to say, all right, when we run this campaign, while I'm ranking #1 on these terms, I want you to continue working hard on these terms. I'll keep paying you each month to rank, and let's get it ranked, but I'm already making money on these terms. Does that make sense? So you want to really, when they run the analytics, just ask them, just say, look, I want to see where we're ranking first, because I don't want to wait 3 months to be on #1 on Google. I want to be #1 right off the bat, okay? So if you got a good SEO company, search engine optimization, you can do that, and that's the question that you want to ask them, okay? So what goes into SEO? What is SEO? So we got funnel systems, we understand that, and I actually have a tutorial on here, I believe, about on a funnel system that I really like. I can share that with you as well. And you can YouTube. I mean, to set up funnel systems, go to YouTube. How did I set up the funnel system? How do I do it? There's a gazillion videos to look up on YouTube about funnel systems. But what is search engine optimization? To understand what it really means, it just basically break down the traffic. It's a quality of traffic. So when you look at a Google page, so right here, this is a page on Google. Everything in the blue on the side and the 3 on top, those are paid ads. It's called pay-per-click. So what pay-per-click means is you pay a certain amount of money. You say, here's my budget is a couple $100s a month, and I'm going to buy clicks. The problem is if you're working on a word, say you're trying to say discount shopping, I don't know, and that phrase is expensive. What if it costs you $10 a click, or even $1 a click, or $2 a click? And say I have $200, that means I will get 100 clicks. What are that $200? How many charter members will you pick up on? That's why conversions matter, guys, right? So if I spend 200 bucks and I get 100 clicks, how many of those 100 people am I converting? Am I converting to? Well, if you convert 1 or 2 for a charter member, over time, it may be okay, but yeah, maybe, but you're only making a few bucks a month, so you want higher conversions. That's again why you lead with the video, you lead with the product. But what's better than pay-per-click is SEO. Now, if you're running pay-per-click and you're doing that stuff on YouTube, or you're doing it on your other stuff as far as your funnel systems, that's fine. But eventually, you got to get to SEO, because SEO costs a little bit more, but it's your organic free searches. So what happens is once you get ranked on page 1, you're not paying per click. You're just paying to get ranked. Once you're on page 1, you can get thousands of clicks. It's not costing you a squat. And you're right here you go, and you're going to get click-through rates if somebody types in shop from home, or discount shopping, whatever it may be, and you're on page 1, you're going to get a lot of clicks. Now it's about, how do I tighten this up so my conversions are high? Am I leading with the MLM, or am I leading with the product? Well, I myself, I'm leading with the product. Okay, that's how you do it. That's how the pros do it. And they run the analytics, and they'll show you. They'll show exactly what's happening in each of your campaigns. So the average SEO cost is about $700 to $3,000 a month. $3,000 a month is if you're doing like a large area, like a region. I've seen nationwide SEO for $4,500 a month for the entire country. Now that takes longer, and it's not wise. Don't say, I want to own the whole country. No. Start with your city. Start with your province. Start with your state. It's cheaper, and you're going to get there faster. Earn the money, then take some of that extra additional money you've earned, then go and expand out. Get ranked in your area first, then go out and expand. Okay, don't throw a bunch of money and say, I'm going to make all this money, I'm going to rank. No, you're not. It takes forever to rank all the way in every zip code in the US. It's going to take you forever. Okay, so be smart and say, all right, take some of that budget and rank yourself locally, get the conversions, lead with the product, do it that way, but that's the cost. So it goes back to this slide here, right? If I say I bust my butt, and the way we're set up right now, we have a lot of monsters on top of this thing. So there may be spillover for everybody on this call. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But it's set up in a way to create that. A lot of us are builders in here. So we won't need to focus on getting our 10. But if I'm taking 25% and say, what if it takes me 2 or 3 months to even have enough to pay for SEO? That's fine. Just don't spend it. Don't go out and spend that money. Keep that money for your business. Save it up, save it up, save it up. Once you have the budget, then do it. I'm not suggesting you come out of pocket on day one. Not what I'm saying at all. Some people may, some people may not. That's entirely up to them. I'm just saying that's what you can do. And then, for example, and the reason why people ask me, well, why does it go from 25 to 10? I said, well, say, for example, you're making $5,000 a month. Now you have $1,250 a month that you can spend on marketing. A minimum, $1,250. You can go higher than that if you want. Put it in the right place. Learn how to do the messaging. Run the analytics. See what's working. See what's not. If you have the pros do it, they'll do all that stuff for you. And then say, I'm spending $1,250 a month. Well, once you start making $12,500 a month, then go down to 10%. You're still paying what? $1,250 a month. Never, never, ever, ever, ever decrease your spend. Keep it the same or increase it. Never decrease it. Okay. Find out what's working. Use the money, I call it house money, money you're earning off of the commissions to do this and test it. Okay. Run some ads if you want. Lead with the business, lead with the product. I promise you, the ones you lead with the product, your conversions will be higher. I'm just throwing that out there. It's entirely up to you what you do. Okay. So here's what's for our team. This is just for you guys that I've personally sponsored. I'm going to start running my campaigns in June because I want the product in my hand. We should have the product here in about 2 weeks. I want to run it for about 3-4 weeks. I want to show my savings. Then I'm going to start running my ads. I'm going to run the numbers on them. I'm going to see how much it cost me and what my conversion rates were. If I feel like, okay, those ads are working really well and I'm up to a comfortable conversion rate that I'm very happy with, which means I'm making more money on the return for my marketing than I'm spending, then I'm going to put those together. Then I'm going to contact you guys, you fine folks, and say, hey, would you like to run an ad with me? And we can do a co-op. And what that means, I can say, all right, if I pay half and you pay half, when I run it these 15, 20 days, whatever, I'm going to put your link in it, or for the half, I'll pay my link in it. Or you guys are all on my team. I could say, you know what? If you want to pay for it, it's done. I've proven it. I've got a 20% conversion ratio instead of a 3%. I've got this and that. If you want it, it's all yours. Give me your link in the next ad. I'm just going to put your link in it and do it. I'm only doing that for my directs, okay? I don't want to open that up for thousands of people because that'd be nearly impossible to manage, okay? But everybody I personally sponsored, I have no problem being the guinea pig. Put my money where my mouth is. I've done this for a long time. I've helped a lot of companies make a lot of money marketing, okay? I know exactly how to do it. You do that, and I would be more than happy to partner up with you guys and say, all right, this is what I'm getting right now. Would you like to run some campaigns? And boom, and we can co-op and put my link in. Because the way it works is this: when you run search engine optimization, and what they'll do is they'll build your capture pages, they'll write your blogs, they'll build your websites, they'll do all that. But they have a URL. They cannot keep, if you pay for multiple URLs, it's going to cost you a fortune. But our links in corporate, I can say, you know what, I'm running this ad in Chicago, I'm running this in LA, I'm running this in San Francisco, I'm running this here and here and here, okay? But in this city, I want you to put Jamie's link in there. In this city, I want you to put Tom's link in here. I want you to put Laurel's link in here, my link in here, because the links aren't coming from the URL. The links are coming from our corporate links. So I can literally take your link and I can put it right here. Boom. And then all those members that sign up, those are your members. But they're on my team too, so what do I care? Right? It helps me too, and it helps you get your charter members. Okay, so I'm offering that to a team after I test it. Okay, I do not want to ask anybody to co-op unless I've proven it's working. Okay, that means a lot to me. I don't want anybody to lose a penny on this. Okay, that's completely optional. But this is something you guys may want to take a serious look at and say, hey, I would like to graduate from word of mouth, funnel systems, to professionals. Let the pros do it so I can sit back, relax, and say, awesome. I can just chill out. My team's being built for me, and this is great. And I'm not answering emails every 5 minutes. I'm not doing all that stuff, right? That's how the pros do it, guys. That's how you go from zero to hero, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so anyway, any questions before I wrap this up? I just want to make sure that, hopefully this is good information. But let's go ahead and open it up for any Q&A. So if anybody wants to unmute themselves and ask a question, please feel free. It can be on the comp plan, it can be on marketing, it can be on anything. So go ahead and unmute yourself, and the time is yours.
Okay, John, I'll go first.
Yep.
So, I don't know what slide it's on. Can you go through your slides and I'll tell you when to stop when I see it?
Okay. Are you going to tell me if I'm warmer and colder?
Well, I don't know because I don't remember where it is. It's just stuck on sales training on my thing right now, so I'm.
Hold on. Okay, so that one, that one, that one.
Oh.
That one?
Oh, no, it's not that one. Sorry. Keep going.
That's fine.
Okay, this one right here.
Right there?
That one right there.
Okay.
So I have a question on, so when you have your third member that you personally enroll, you unlock those 27 people, if you have 27 people.
Correct.
So so I cannot explain this in a way that my team member understands. I need help with wording. So you said there's a leg, there's a middle leg, and there's a right leg. Left, middle, right.
Yes.
So she said, if I get somebody, all right, let me just throw out names. So there's me at the top, and then there's, say, Bob, and it goes all the way across, and some foreign person comes underneath Bob that they don't even know. Do they get paid on Bob? It
yes.
just falls underneath there, but they still get paid on him, even though they didn't.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You get if spillover falls into any unlocked tier, you get paid. So, and that's the best way to explain it. So
I explained it just like that. What am I doing wrong that she can't understand that?
She may have never worked on a matrix, so it's just basically maybe draw it up for her or kind of write it out. So I mean, because everybody has different understanding on how it works. Because again, it's not matrices are new to some people, right? So it's basically just slowing down and just saying, all right, maybe even use this slide or something like very similar to it. Just say, look, anybody that falls in, if you unlock, again, just kind of go across the line. That's why I created this slide.
It's those 27 people, no matter whether you know Tom, Dick, Harry, or Jane.
Right.
You're 27 people.
Right. You get paid on anybody in those 3 tiers, regardless of who brings them in, you get paid. And so that's why I created a slide like this to help people understand that. In fact, I'll put this slide on our Facebook page. And I may have already done it. I can't remember, but if not, I'll put it on there so that you guys can copy and paste it or whatever and upload it. I think I put it in my Google Docs, so on there. So, but hopefully it'll help to explain exactly what you just said.
Okay. Thank you, John. That would help. If that was on there so I could just show her, no matter what it is, look, there's 27, no matter what it is, you're going to get paid on those 27 people.
Right.
Whether you know them or not, you're going to get paid. Okay.
Exactly. Yep.
All right. Thanks, John.
Yep, no problem. So any other questions? Good question, by the way.
I got a few
maybe
questions.
You want to
here,
make sure
John.
you understand that they still have to be open for those tiers to be collected on.
Right,
Like
yeah.
right now, I guess it would be right. It's fine because everybody's getting paid. But after July, you would have to at least have 3 to open up those 3 tiers.
Right, well, that starts now. So they're not automatically unlocking tiers because they programmed and they weren't able to do it that way. What they're doing is they're making it where you don't have to have 10 customers to become a charter member, and that lasts all the way to January. So until the Rev card is actually shipped out, we are in pre-launch, and you will not have to get 10 customers prior to becoming a charter member. So you have a long time, which is awesome. You can build a massive team quickly that way. But those tiers unlocked as soon as you get a charter member. Those don't automatically unlock. They wanted to do it that way, but the programmer said, if we do it that way, we can't switch it back. And I said, oh no, then just make it unlock. But the qualification of becoming a charter member is simple. You pay the $35, you're a charter member. That's it. So there's no 10 customer qualification until after the card goes live, which is really cool. So that's how that works. And then Dell, did you have a question?
Yeah, actually, I had a couple of them. Basically, the first question is what's the advantage of having more than, let's say, 10 or 12 people in your pen?
Okay, first is, what if a couple people drop out?
Sure. That's, 12, 15 people, insurance.
Right,
insurance.
insurance.
Who knows why somebody would want to quit this, but you want insurance.
Right. Also is, obviously you only get 10 per month on the first 3, which is fine. And the reason they did that, and I'll kind of explain, because when the bank came back and said, hey, we need to charge $35 a month, the attorneys actually told them that you have to have a reasonable because with the affiliate program, the way it was, they said, okay, you have to charge about X amount. Richard wanted to charge 30. They came back and said 35. That's what they agreed on with their attorneys and everything. They said, okay, fine, but can that $5 go to the upline, back to the members? And they're like, I don't care what you do with it. We just need to check the compliance box. We don't care what you do with that. $5. And so what they did is they, instead of doing $10 on all your members a month, they put 50 cents back onto, and then they were actually even smarter. So they incentivized people to get their 10 members and said, hey, if you get all 10, we're going to pay you the additional 50 cents a month per member on spillover and everything. So that now you make $250 a month on everybody. And so the builder's like, oh, that's awesome, because I'd rather make an extra 50 cents 1,000 times a month than another $10, right? And so, so that's how that happened right there. So the incentive also is the more people you get, the more chances that they're going to bring people in too. So you'll get the 250 on them, but then you got the insurance just in case. Why somebody would drop out, I have no idea. But because again, if we teach them correctly and they're using the product, they shouldn't drop out. And as the product becomes better, meaning more merchants are added, they're going to save more money. So again, it's how we sell them initially. People get so caught up on, gosh, I got to get my 3 SOL. No, they're not, because if they're saving more than they're spending, got to get that mindset. That's why I talk about it so much. But so it's insurance, number one, and it's the fact that they can bring in more people. The more people you get, you never know when you're going to get another rock star. You know, you just don't know. So
a couple of things for clarification. The top 3 people pay you $10 each only.
Right, every month. Yep.
Everyone after that pays you $2.50. The top 3 do not pay an additional $2.50. Is that correct?
No, they do. They do.
Okay, I was pretty sure about that, but I wanted to make sure I asked that question correctly.
Yep, they do.
So technically, each person on your top tier pays you $12.50.
Well, your first 3.
First 3
members, because if you get spillover on your top tier, then it's just your first 3 charter members. So yeah, your first 3 pays you $12.50 a month. Or $12 a month till you get 10, and then $12.50 a month. So, yep, exactly.
Okay. I had somebody ask me the other day. She's in Australia. She has a retail business. She said, "Okay, how do I become a merchant partner?" Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah. No, I love that, and that's a whole other thing we haven't talked about yet, because the banks aren't ready for that yet. So once they close on the banks to get everything all ready and squared away, then we will have the ability to bring in merchant partners, the payroll cards, all that stuff when the card comes out. So on the banking side, once that happens, then a lot more of those discussions will take off, and we'll be able to bring in a bunch of businesses, and the sky's the limit at that point. Where it's just premature right now because we don't have all the details yet. So, but
you asked about it and made me think, well, what's in it for people who bring a business in it? You know, if I get a business that's interested in it, and
right.
You know, a merchant partner,
right?
Just came to mind.
Right. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah, and that's several months down the road, but it is something that there will be an incentive for it. Just not yet, because we're not ready yet.
Hello, this is Irene. Hi.
Yes.
I just want to clarify, when Dale was asking isn't it after we got the 10? Before that we get 10 and $1, $2 and $1, $10 and $2. After we get 10, we get $12.50 and $2.50. Is that right?
They raised it, so it's $2 per person now, $2.50 per person after you get your 10.
Okay.
So, yep, that number went up. So, which is good, always, because when they increased the fee to $35 a month, Richard wanted it closer to 30 or whatever. So it's like, okay, fine, I'm just going to make, this is how we're going to do it. So corporate only keeps $10, right? So the other 25 pays to the matrix. So corporate's taking 10, we get 25, which is crazy. So we get more than corporate, which is awesome. So, but that's how it's broken up.
So John, the $2.50, that's just during pre-launch, isn't it? If you have the 10 members, and then after that it goes back down to $2.
I believe it stays at $2.50 from what I've been recently told. So if you unlock, it's just $2.50.
Sweet.
Yep, it just keeps going and going and going. Yeah, this is a gift that keeps on giving, guys. This is like the Jelly of the Month Club. Just keeps on giving every month. Now think about it. We build this thing. We retain our clients because, again, they're saving more than they're spending. Once the card kicks in, our commission is going to double like that, right? Because a lot of people are going to get the card, say if they order the card, say, oh, they love the discount app, but they love the card. Now we're going to make money on the swipes too. So now our commission just went up again. So, I mean, this thing's just going to consistently get a little better and better and better, not to mention all the other products and services that they'll have inserted into this before the card's out, because there's more stuff coming. It's not just the app and the discount rewards. That's two of, there's more things. That's all I can say. I can't get into what they are or whatever, but there's more coming, which is great. There'll be a lot of ways to make money in this thing. So, cool stuff. So, any other questions? I keep checking my email to see if the email's in there for the link. Like, come on, hurry up. So,
hey, John, Matthias here.
Yeah.
I have a question. I had someone asking me, why do the banks give the merchant fees away?
Because they get the deposits in return.
And they get customers, right?
Yep, customers and deposits. If I'm a bank, I make a lot more on my banks are ranked by deposits. So when I worked for, I won't tell you what bank I worked for. I worked for 2 different banks, but they used to always tell us, okay, bring us more customers and more deposits, because they take your money. Whenever you deposit money into a bank, what do? They turn around and they invest it. They make money on it. Okay, then they may get auto loans or mortgage loans and stuff like that. So to take a percentage, 1% on the merchant side, they don't care. It's like, it's free marketing for these guys, right? So it's like, hey, you bring me all these customers, yeah, I'll give you the 1%. They don't care. So yeah, they get the deposits out of it and the customers. So it's a win-win.
So how do we make deposits? Through the ATM card, or we send in check?
It'll be a digital bank, so you can go online and do your online banking and the whole 9 yards. So you can do it through an ATM. You could do it online. So you'll have your back office and sign in or whatever. So anything, it's just a regular bank, guys. Just So if I have Chase or Wells Fargo and I go do my online banking, it's no different.
Okay. Are they going to announce the name of the bank anytime soon?
Yes, once they buy the banks. So so basically they're purchasing the banks right now, and so they've got, and I can't tell you how they're doing it all because we're not going to give away our secret sauce and whatever, but they're purchasing the banks, and then they have a team to help manage the banks and everything, and then what they basically do is once the purchases go through, everything's ready on that side, then they're going to name whatever we're going to call this bank. I don't know. I don't even know what the name is yet. I have no idea. But it won't be Digital Vault. I do know it will not be the Vault. It'll be something else. It'll be more like a bank. So once they close on those and they get that and do that process, then we'll have the name of the bank. So right now we're leading with the discount apps, the discount shopping, all that as the bank stuff is being put into place. Then we'll do the KYC for the bank account. And then once we get the account, then we'll have the name of the bank. Then they'll probably most likely, there's about 5 or 6 additional partners you guys don't even know about yet. So you've got, Richard Smith, you've got these gentlemen here, okay, right here. But these are the 5 creators. There's an entire MGM team with John Holbrook and 5 additional guys that we haven't mentioned yet, and guys that have tremendous backgrounds in banking and stuff. So as soon as they allow us to share who they are, then we'll put it online and whatever. So, but we're going to let them finish up and get those banks acquired and do everything else, come out with the name of the bank, and we'll be running. So, but that's what's going on right now on the finance side, on the banking side. Good questions, guys. Any other questions? So,
Will you share that? Will you share your slideshow on there so that we can go back and read everything again?
yeah, I recorded this. So, yeah, and I'll put the slideshow up. I don't know if this is not an official corporate thing, so we don't want it online. So you guys can have it for the team, but let's not put it all over online because it's not an official corporate. You know what I mean? So I don't want an email from Kevin saying,
I just want to take some off of it for my live tonight.
right.
Just say things off of there but use it as reference to.
Yeah, that's fine, and that's kind of what I did. But I'm not going to put like a PDF online or anything on this, even though it's just a sales training. But and most of this is top heavy on how to market and stuff like that. But I'm just trying to be nice to corporate and play nice and say, hey, I'm following all the rules too. So, but yeah, yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, alrighty, guys. So I'll let you guys jet. I'm going to record this. I'll put this. I'll put it right here on our team page. Hopefully, there was some good stuff in there. If not, you can email me later and say you just wasted an hour of my life, and then I'll just blame it on somebody else, of course, and run and hide. So, alrighty, guys. You guys have a great night. I will have this posted, and as soon as our links come up, let's make a big hoopla about it. Let's start putting our teams in. I'm stoked.
Thank
There you
you,
go.
John.
All right.
Thank you, John.
Have a good night.
Thanks, John.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. All right.